welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I am Agus, and like a month ago I did a little ACOTAR reading vlog, and I recently started the Crescent City series, and I kind of want to do the same. I am already on page 355, so I am almost halfway in. I'm about to finish part 2, I think, or getting to part 2 in like 10 pages. Let me see. Yeah, I'm about to finish part 2, and it is so good. Like, the mystery is amazing, the characters, the romances, just the tension. I am so intrigued, and I kind of just want to talk to someone about it. I don't know anyone that's reading them, so I just decided to do a little reading vlog, take you along with me, and then by the end we'll kind of do a little sit down like we did with ACOTAR, and we'll discuss the books. I also have the other one, the second one, back there, so we are ready for whatever comes next, but I'm excited to keep reading. Also, what just happened is that there's been another murder, and like, oh my god, wait, can I read you guys this? It was like a great line. It was like, Hunt's phone rang, dragging his eyes from the smile that made the floor a little uneven. I really hope something happens between them. I don't know. I love them. I just read that Danica stole the horn. You guys, I mean, I kind of should have seen, like, and Sabine. I'm so excited, but like, why did she? And maybe does this have something to do with the sword? Because Sabine keeps asking about the sword, but what would it be? I don't know. Hey you guys, so little update. I just finished chapter 54, I think it is, when Hunt goes, you know, to do one of his missions, and then he comes back, and Bryce was so worried, and I love how he's going back to his room and he's like, oh, now she's gonna be scared, she's gonna hate me and stuff like that. But then we go to her perspective and she really wants to help him, and she's like, no, like, he finally sees me, I understand, and that she had never considered what this was doing to him, and then she goes help him. That's just beautiful, you guys. I just read that Danica was selling the synth, if that's how you pronounce it. So either one, we were completely wrong about Danica, and she was actually not the enemy all along, but kind of. What if she even faked her own death? I don't know, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. But 2, that also could mean that Danica, on the contrary, she's not bad, but she was actually onto everybody and she knew everyone's plans. So I feel like this could either go really well or really bad. I guess we'll find out, or maybe neither. I don't know. This is so exciting. You guys, I just read the drug bust. Hunt knew everything. I'm sad. I know I'm smiling because I'm just happy that it's so good, but at the same time it's like, why? I mean, there's still like almost 200 pages left, so I'm hoping there's some redemption here that's gonna be happening soon. I just can't believe it. I was gasping while I was reading. I am bawling tears. I'm in the chapter where I don't even know how to say her name, but Liapa, I will research how to say her name. She just sacrificed herself for Bryce and for everything, and that was the most wholesome page, or even like couple pages ever. She is so sweet. She has been sweet since the first moment we met her. I'm heartbroken. I'm hoping she survives somehow, but I don't know. Okay, you guys, so yes, she did definitely die. Makes sense. Water, fire. But now Bryce went to get the gun, and also she has the synth that's eating at her system, but next to the bullet is the antidote, isn't it? It's there in the safe, so I hope, I don't know, I hope she takes it. I hope it's still there. Why wouldn't it? Hey you guys, so I forgot to update you, but I finished it, and It was a ride. I'm a really slow reader. I like to take my time, but the end, I had to read all of the final battle and everything all in one afternoon because I just needed to know what was gonna happen because everything was so intense and everything was on just borderline crazy, and I was crying in so many different parts. Like after that, I think I updated you guys up to Lehava's death, and I think that was it because that was just like, it kept going. It was amazing. I loved it. It was so beautiful, and the amount of little things that just pay off in the end, and the fact that Danica still helps Bryce do the job, and that was just so beautiful. And I'm so happy that Hunt and her get to be together. We'll see what happens in the next book. I'm really intrigued as to what's gonna happen because we in the end see the Prince of Hell, or one of the Princes of Hell, speaking to Jasiba, if that's how you say her name, and they're like, oh, this is when things are gonna get interesting. But that, what does she know? How is she involved? Like, we know she's kind of mean and that she is tied to the to hell and everything, but just how? I have so many questions. I'm really excited to start the next one. I am ready. This was just amazing. The only thing that I will say is that the summit part was just a bit too long for me. I know we were supposed to kind of learn how it works and everything, but it was just like a tad bit too long in my taste. But other than that, this was just, loved it. Had me hooked every page, and the characters are just amazing. And I love Bryce. I love that she has little ponies. Like, I'm a huge fan of having toys, so I kind of felt really connected to her in that. I'm excited. Also, one still a little update. I kept buying the post-it flags, but I keep running out of them, and I kind of figure out a system of how I classify. This is so nerdy. But yeah, because before I used to just put like tags wherever I like something or even important information, but now I have like this color for this and this color for that, and I kept running out of them. So this time I ordered so many of them. It's supposed to be like 900 of them. So hopefully I won't run out of them anytime soon, and they last me longer than a book, because I think that for this book I had to get like 3 different ones. So hopefully this lasts, and it should. Like, there's no way, there's not even that many pages. I'm excited to start the next one, so I'll keep you guys posted. Hello friends, I am in my pajamas. It's fine. I just wanted to update everyone on how the reading is going on the second one. I am currently on page 148. It's been a slow read. It's been a busy week, but I'm just not sure where we're going with this, so it's kind of taking me a little longer to kind of want to keep reading. Like, it's really good, and I love the characters, and I know most of them, and the interactions with everyone. Like, I love that. I love the relationship Hunt and Bryce have, although I wish they would, you know, be together. And I'm liking Ethan. He seems like a cool guy and really sweet. I'm just not sure where we're going. Like, they just present it as the problem, and it seems that it's connected to Danica once again. I'm just not sure where we're gonna go with all of this, so it's kind of hard to, I just don't know where all of this is going. So I just have questions, and I just gotta keep reading, but I just wanted to update you guys that I'm currently expectant of what to see later. But the art, you guys, that's just beautiful. So, you know, all for Hunt. Good morning, you guys. Let's talk. I'm very excited. Okay, so like I said, it was taking me time to kind of get back into the story, but it's starting to really pick up, and I'm now at the point that I don't know how to say the Prince of Chasm's name. I think it's like Agus, is that okay? I want to get to know more of him because he sounds like a cool guy. I'm not sure what to expect of him, but I don't know. I really like him. He gives me like, I mean, I could be 100% wrong about this, but he gives me like enemy to, I don't want to say lover, because like Bryce for now is with Hunt. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but to lover in a like friendly way, and that I have faith in him. So we'll see how that goes. Then also I'm starting to really like Ethan. I have faith in him as well. Like, there are so many good characters coming, but now he came talking about all the powers, and I was trying to go through the old like the first book to just kind of see what's it called, like the Starborn Powers backstory, because I feel like I forgot something important, but I get it, and I just wanted to kind of revisit the information, but I couldn't find it, and I don't want to Google anything so that I don't spoil myself. So I mean, he gave us a lot of information, so we can work with that. I'm just excited because also like the agent, what's his name, Silverbow is now there, and he was the one that was with Emil. So where are we going with this? I am just excited. It's getting good, you guys, and I'm very excited. And wait, Cormac is a rebel? I mean, of course we were expecting that there was more to him, but I was not expecting him to be Agent Silverbow. And like, hold on. Because they also had a thing with Sophie, but now he's trying to marry... What's happening? Okay, hey you guys, it's been a while because honestly, between the trip and everything and getting back to reading, it's taken me forever because I felt so lost when I came back and I just couldn't get, you know, the rhythm. So I'm still getting back into it, but now I'm at the bit that Hunt and Bryce finally, I think they're gonna actually do it. I don't know, we'll see, because we've been waiting for this for 500 pages plus all of the pages from the first book, because we already, like, we are all expecting them to, you know, be together. But I'm glad they're mates, and I'm glad like all of this is happening and that they're finally happy, because they deserve it. They deserve to take a break and just be happy. But I'm just like still trying to find the rhythm, because for now it's been like a lot of information and some bits of action, but it's mostly like just like, okay, let's get it together. So I'm guessing this is kind of like, I don't know, getting ready for maybe the actual battle that is happening. So we'll see, but still good. But I'm just rowing in the words, but excited. Hey you guys, lighting's not the best right now, but I read today that Bryce had a meal, he had no powers. I love where this is going. I am intrigued. I'm hooked. I know I'm already on page like almost 600, so, but it was a really cool revelation. I'm excited. I want to know if she's gonna tell everyone. I don't want to say like, oh, I knew it, but I did have like a little theory. So, you know, but that was so cool. So yeah, I'm excited to keep going. Okay, you guys, I apologize that my room is a mess. My mom and sister are staying this week with me. It's gonna be a slow reading week, but we need to discuss Day. Agent Daybright. Who is she? I need to know, because, you know, Rune keeps talking or like thinking about her scent. So I keep thinking that it's somebody we know, somebody we've talked about, somebody Sarah has already introduced. And I'm just like, who could it be? Because he kind of thought it was, she looked like Lehaba, but I was like, and Danica is not around anymore. And like, maybe her soul was absorbed by Second Light. Honestly, look, okay, a little parentheses. If people heard, like lately, because I got my boyfriend into ACOTAR, I feel like if people actually listened in on conversations about books, like when people are talking about books, they probably sound insane. Like I'm literally talking about an agent that's like in the mine and they look like fire. So if somebody heard that out of context, I feel like they would think like they're insane. But that's the great part about books. We love it. I just need to know who she is. Like, I really don't know who to guess, but I'm guessing that, I don't know, maybe, of course it's somebody we don't expect, and maybe somebody that we think is evil. Maybe we don't know them, but I just, like, he keeps saying her scent, so I'm like, it has to be someone we know. Or at least that he knows, but I feel like she probably was mentioned before. I don't know, but I need to know. So I read the bit that Bryce introduces Hunt as her mate, and they kind of become official, leaving Cormac out of the loop. That was amazing, but I forgot to film, so I'm quite ahead now. And also now they found out what the numbers on Sophie meant, because the Hellhound was Danica's mate. That I was honestly not expecting that. I was just hoping that like he had some ulterior motive, but I never expected it would have to do with Danica. But of course everything comes back to Danica like all the time. So I'm just intrigued, and now they're heading over to Eternal City to break into the Asteries. if that's how you pronounce it, I'm not really sure, but the Asteries archives. So I am very intrigued, very excited, and I know we are setting up for the biggest war between Hell, the Asteri, the rebels, and them. So it's gonna be really interesting. Like, I don't know if the start of the war is gonna be in this book because we don't really have that many pages left, so I'm guessing it's all gonna explode and then gonna like kick off really strong in the next book. But I'm going crazy. It's so good. You guys, they just went into Eternal City and Bryce found out, well, pretty much everything. And it is insane because they hinted at it, like, oh, are they even gods, or are they even this? But the fact that they just conquer and feed, that is insane and horrible, but quite cool for the story. Also, Cormac just sacrificed himself, which is insane. I knew he was sad and that he, I guess, knew something the others didn't, but I wasn't expecting him to do that. Guys, my heart is beating so fast right now. I just finished the book and I mean, I still need to read the epilogue, but do you see? Why isn't it focusing? Please focus, please focus. It literally says, my name is Reese. I'm just so confused. I'm so glad I wasn't spoiled on like TikTok or anything. I need, what the actual? Plus, like, when I started reading it, I remember that I Googled, like, is this the same world but just years later? And now she, like, showed up in this world and she was like, oh, they're dressed, like, in fantasy clothes. And I was like, oh my god, like Akatar. And then she said that a lady came in with paint on her boots. And I was like, brown hair, paint, that sounds like Farah, but, you know, what are the odds? And then he said that. I'm going crazy. And what about the next book? Like, what time is this? I'm guessing this is after, like, if Farah is there. And you guys, the scarred hands, it's Asriel. I'm just rereading it because I feel like a lot of it just went over my head. I'm guessing it was Asriel that picked her up. No? I'm dying. And the petite dark-haired female has to be Amren, right? So, like, are we gonna get the inner circle in Crescent City? I cannot wait. Like, Akatar is my favorite series ever, and I miss the inner circle, and I cannot wait to do a reread, and I'm sure this is gonna set me into a new Akatar spiral, but that is insane. I've been rereading the pages of the last chapter because it's okay. Hello friends. So this is a couple of days after I finished the book. We've been through a move and everything. That's why the change of scenery and kind of a mess in the background. So let's just ignore it for now. But I just wanted to share the final thoughts on the Crescent City series, and oh my word. Okay, I will be honest, it took me a second to get into both books. The world is amazing, and Sarah, of course, her writing, characters, everything is amazing. It just took me because I just had come from Akatar, and I'm kind of like not a fan of technology in, I don't know, books. I'm more of like a older fantasy reader, but honestly the way she incorporates them, I could just not see it any other way. It's amazing, gorgeous, and I don't know, I just love the fact that it is fairies and angels and everything with our daily life. It's like they could just be walking outside. It's my dream come true. Like, I would love, I mean, of course we find out the Asteri are kind of behind everything, and it sucks a lot. But if things were better, or whatever world they're gonna create afterwards, if we could all live there, I mean, sign me up. I would love to be a part of this world. Like, you have magic and creatures and everything, but you also have pretty much everything we have today. So I think that's a wonderful combination. It took me a while to get like into the groove of things, but honestly, loved it, could not have it any other way. So yeah, like I said, it took me a little bit to get into in both, and one thing I loved about these books is that she changes perspective without telling you who, like, the perspective is from, I guess, if that makes sense. But she just kind of gets into character, and you of course understand immediately in what mind you're in. So I honestly love that, and that was one of my favorite things. In the second book, it just took me a little bit to catch up between all the names and who was who and blah blah blah, because she adds a couple more characters. But again, once you kind of catch on, it's just amazing. I loved it. And I also wanted to talk about my favorite character, because I feel like I went through stages. Like, of course I love Hunt. I loved Lihaba. She was just such a queen. I love her, and I don't know, there's just so many cool characters. But in the beginning, I just wasn't clicking with Bryce. It just wasn't happening. But now she is all I just want to be Bryce. She is amazing. She is a badass, and I don't know, I love her, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. I just cannot believe the ending. I literally had to read that last chapter so many times just to kind of, oh my word, this is actually happening. Like, we're gonna get Reese and Feyre and all of the inner circle with them. Like, are we serious? I cannot wait. I did hear, because before I didn't want to Google anything about either ACOTAR or Crescent City, and I still need to read the other, I think it's Throne of Glass, the other series, which I will read once I like move out of the country, because I can't keep ordering books when I'm about to move. But yeah, that's on my list. But I just didn't want to Google anything to not get any spoilers. But now I know that the next book coming out is Crescent City 3, and I 100% understand that, because I remember that I read the last ACOTAR book and I was kind of like, okay, like it ends with the, okay, we still gotta solve some stuff, but no cliffhanger. But now I know why, because, you know, we gotta deal with all this stuff with Crescent City. So that's just amazing. And the fact that, like, the languages and I just love it. Honestly, she is giving us, like Sarah is giving us, a whole new world, like the multiverse. Just like, I'm just mind blown. She's amazing. I cannot wait to read, and I can also wait for the ACOTAR show. And I'm sure that after this happened, they're gonna have to make a Crescent City show, and if they don't, they better. So because I honestly think that this would look amazing. So yeah, that was the reading vlog. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If there are any other book recommendations that you have, please let me know down in the comments. And what are you most excited for? What is your favorite Sarah J Maas book? And yeah, just thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.